Hello again. It's been a while since my last video. I thought today we'd look at Elvis For Everyone from 1965. Now, I always thought that the album Elvis For Everyone should have been called Potluck. You could call Potluck Elvis For Everyone, it makes no difference, it's a very generic title. But Potluck suits this album much more. Not having a studio album to release, RCA just trawled through the vaults and found anything that they could find unreleased and threw it all together. As an album, it doesn't hang together at all. You have a Sun track, Tomorrow Night, with a re-recorded backing. You have some movie tracks and some studio tracks, and they range, as I said, from Sun through to the late 50s and into the 60s. So it's an unsatisfying collection as an album. Of course, in the UK we had this album cover, which I much prefer to the American one. And this is the period when the red spots were out. So this is the stereo release on Red Spot. And the mono release now. When the album was later reissued, for some reason the UK decided to change the cover and have a photograph from 1968. So it's just as much potluck as the contents. So as I said, you've got Your Cheating Heart from the late 50s, Wild in the Country film song, Finders, Keepers, Losers, Weepers, studio song, In My Way, Wild in the Country, Tomorrow Night, a Sun track, Memphis, Tennessee, a studio track, For the Millionth and Last Time studio, Forget Me Never from Wild in the Country, Sound Advice from Follow That Dream, Santa Lucia from Viva Las Vegas, I Met Her Today, studio track, and When It Rains It Really Pours, a 50s track. So this is on the orange UK label. And of course, everywhere else they're used to this cover. This is the first time it was released on the original front cover in the UK. And it's actually the international green label. So this is my American pressing. Can't actually remember if it's mono or stereo. This is the mono American pressing. So again, different back cover. Monaural. So eventually I'll get the stereo version. This is the modern black label pressing. So reproducing the American cover. this, if you look at the top, is the Japanese, and of course it's a gatefold, so you have some information on each track and then the lyrics in English. Single disc. On the black Victor label. And we finish up with two Australian pressings. So this is the earlier one. And this is the re-release. And that's a, I suppose you call that a tan label. So those are my pressings. I do actually have one more, if I can remember where I've put it. There. I picked this up quite recently. Now this is French. Elvis, Memphis, Tennessee. Now you may wonder why I've included this. Well, I didn't realise this for quite some time. I thought this was like a, you know, a modern Camden style pressing. But actually, when you look at the track list, it's Elvis For Everyone. So were the French trying to trick us? It's a strange thing to do, but of course it's good for collectors. So I picked that up recently. I haven't actually taken it out yet. And that's the orange French label. And like I said, I want to pick up the American stereo, and there is one, I forget which country it was now, but it just says Elvis 65 instead of Elvis For Everyone. So a strange little album. It apparently didn't sell that well compared to all his other albums. I can understand it, it was a very odd selection. I suppose back then people weren't really collectors, they were just fans. I've had some other new stuff, but I'll leave that for another time. Feeling good, getting pretty much back to normal, apart from all the pills I have to take. Hopefully do a live chat soon. That's about it. So till next time, bye for now.